We've lost Ryan. So Ryan. We've lost him forever. I don't know what happened to him. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone forever.
He's sending a picture of the screen. I can't hear you.
Why should he have the microphone?
This is a great start.
Ryan.
Yo!
There you go. Hooray.
Connor! Yes!
You can hear us?
I can! The countdown clap! Get Facebook!
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, the countdown is at 26.
10 seconds.
10! 9!
So, Fat Man, I'm behind you. I'm going to pull your hair and fuck you. This has gotten way too kinky on the wrestling show. Welcome, everyone. This is Sleazy.
This is the Fat Man.
And welcome, everyone, to another wonderful episode. Forgive me, I'm trying to get myself back into actual position here. Today, we have the proud papa himself, the two-time Grand Slam champion, the winner of WrestleMania Trivia 2024, keeping his title. Mr. Ryan Williams is here with us today.
Hello! First off, I do like to enjoy that the video people can see in 5 days our 10th annual NHL WrestleMania Championship Tournament happens. My buddy Flip is a piece of shit and has won the past 6 years. He gets the trophy and $300 spent on a belt. Also, I repped the Newfoundland Growlers today. It was officially announced that they have disbanded and are not a team no more, so I figured throw on the hockey jersey and kind of give them a little...
Give him a little sugar.
Little love, yeah. Lord knows what hockey team we're going to get now next 2 years because they always come and go new play. But I figured something I haven't won in 6 years and like something that's dead. Let's go.
Sleazy is struggling with this.
I'm so struggling, man.
A real professional just say, fuck it.
Hey, you know, it's trying to move while live is never a good sign. You know, I don't like to do that.
Trying to move, period.
Also true. But, you know, whatever. We're trying a new setup, obviously, because Fat Man and I are in the same place at the same time, which doesn't ever happen. Hey, for the last time.
I need the microscope of tweezers, I know.
So on that note, we're talking WrestleMania 40.
Missed opportunity. Sorry. How is this not cavalcade of fucking reviews? WrestleMania-sized edition.
Right? XL edition.
Yeah, like, how the fuck do we miss that? Change that header.
Yeah, yeah, well, the keyboard's way over there. I just struggled to get back here. I'm fucked already.
So, like,
This is also true.
technically, for big shows, not counting the ridiculous amount of indie shows.
Oh, yeah. So for those who don't follow Philip Stamper, and why the hell aren't you? Currently there is, 32 shows across the...
We actually looked at it this morning.
Yeah.
It was...
I'm going to Wikipedia just to see if I can confirm anything outside of what you guys are saying.
But yeah, there's a ton of shows starting tomorrow all the way through to WrestleMania Sunday even. I think, God, there's so many different promotions running. There's so many different shows running. Just obscene, really.
Stardom on the 4th, GCW on the 4th, GCW on the 5th, another GCW on the 5th, Ring of Honor on the 5th, Revolver House of Glory is on the 5th. Then you go to the 6th, which is 3 GCW shows, 10 and Deliver, WrestleMania Night 1, the 7th, WrestleMania Night 2. There's a DDT in Tokyo, Japan having a show that's not even near some of this. There's a show in Germany happening as well. And that's just, again, just the ones that we know that aren't like the super side indies or...
And you didn't even say Spark Joshi, which is running Monday, I think.
No, there was nothing on the calendar on the 8th on the list.
Right.
But like, just that alone, right?
Yeah. It's craziness. It's absolute craziness. I'm so excited for this week. At the end of this preview, we'll talk about where Fatman and I will be for the rest of the week. So if you guys see us, don't hesitate to give us a little,
Listen, I almost went to jail for Mania 29. And that big black gentleman sold me weed, I would have went to jail.
Nowadays, we were walking. Well, yesterday we went to a Mets game, and as we were walking down, some guy was like, "Hey, do you want to party? Want some cocaine or weed?" Like,
listen,
cool.
As a drug user, when you ask somebody do they want to party, it's never weed,
right? I'm like, wait a second.
You want to sit on the couch and eat Twinkies? That's weed. Do you want to party? That's not weed.
That's definitely not weed.
A
lot of things. Weed ain't one of them.
I've ended up in some sticky situations where someone said, "Do you want to party?" And then it's 3 a.m. and I've broken into a pool with somebody in a park. Like, fuck. That's a true story. There was like 8 of us.
I will remind Sabu of that story when I see him. Anyway.
You remind Sabu was smoking dope in a shed on Easter Sunday.
We will.
And he'll be like, last week?
Yeah. In Newfoundland? Yeah. Fuck.
All right. Let's get the shows on the road.
You want to start on the little ones and work our way up? Or are we just going to start on Mania and then bullshit the rest of them because we want to fit it in for time?
I say we're bullshitting this one and then fitting in Mania. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, let's just quickly... Let's quit. What do you have up?
I have Mania up.
I have Mania up.
Scorecard up.
Yeah, what?
And I have Stand and Deliver up. Just to go through the card.
Do Supercard up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start with Supercard.
6 matches are announced for the show. Billy Starks and Queen Amita in the finals for the Women's World Television Championship because they needed another women's title. Carl Fletcher and Lee Johnson for their ROH TV title. Stardom Showcase 6 women's tags team match. I'm not even fucking trying. Oh, no, you know what? 2024.
It's 2024?
Sleazy, rate me. I'm going to say all 6 names and you can tell me how bad I did.
Okay.
Mia Saria and Empress Nexus Venus, which is the tag team of Mina, Sharaka, and Makaya, versus Tam Nakano and Queen's Quest, which is AZM, and I know I didn't fuck that one up, and Seiya Kamatina?
I'd give you a 7 out of 10. That was pretty good. They're a little... The last names are always the hardest. Well, the last names are always harder, you know? You got everyone's
Yes, I
first
know
name
that
right.
M and AZM was a struggle.
Right?
For me, it is.
You know what's
Other
funny?
3 matches of the night, Johnny TV and Dalton Castle, which I think is going to be match of the night in a fight without honor. And pray to God Johnny TV is the reason that later on in News and Rumors, when we talk about some firings, that they pull that into a storyline. Athena versus Sheeta for the Women's World title, and Eddie Kingston versus J. Mark Briscoe for the ROH title.
So I had to say it. There's no way Mark Briscoe is not winning the ROH World title.
Yeah, right?
Right?
But
It's just... If they don't pull the trigger on Mark Briscoe at that show, 11 years to the day, what are we doing here?
Crazy theory. WWE is actually working with Ring of Honor and Damian Priest cashes in.
Punishment Martinez is back.
Comes out, hits the Jay Driller, leaves with the belt, shows up at Mania next night.
Wow.
So that's the 6th card. I've already seen people online said this was going to be the best show all weekend.
Well, I just didn't want you to drop it
I was going to drop it.
because it was half on the thing.
If it happened, it was fine.
But yeah, people saying this is going to be the best show all weekend on 6 cards and fuck all names. I get some wrestling's going to be good. You're out of your fucking mind. You think this is going to top some of the shit.
No.
And it's funny because I've heard that all across different arenas, different, in person. Some people are talking about it. I'm like,
A random dude on the subway last
Yeah.
night. Yeah, that ROH card's looking pretty good. I'm like, what?
But here's the... Carl Fletcher and Lee Johnson are going to have a good little match.
yes.
Johnny TV and Dalton Castle have a storyline going in, which is very rare in ROAEWH. Eddie Kingston and Mark Briscoe have a story that got interrupted, and there's basically, this is Rey Mysterio winning the world title for Eddie Guerrero.
Yes. Absolutely.
Ring of Honor to have a showcase of 6 Japanese wrestlers is not uncommon for Supercard of Honor,
Yeah.
Nope.
specifically that weekend. So that's going to be, if anything, that'll open the eyes to some people. If they have a great match, awesome. If they have a shit match, send them back over there.
This year, and I think I said this in the chat, but I'll say it here. This is the year of the Joshis. Because you've got Stardom, TJPW, obviously Spark Joshi that's also running, and then you have this 6-woman Stardom showcase. They're all over the place this weekend.
Sheeta's wrestling for the Ring of Honor women's title.
Mm-hmm.
There are 3 Japanese ladies connected some way, shape, or form with Stardom, I assume, wrestling in over the 2 nights of WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. So it's craziness what we're seeing right now. And I'm very, very happy because it's showcasing something that not many people see.
More people are going to watch SmackDown in the Hall of Fame than the Ring of Honor live, but I don't think that's going to affect it. Like, regardless, if nobody bought the Ring of Honor pay-per-view, it's going to be the same card. Like, the same feel, the same style.
Yeah.
I don't think that as bad as Tony Khan is running AEW, the nonsense that he does over there, you can do it at Ring of Honor because nobody cares.
Nobody watches it.
Well, there's the thing is that, when's the last time you watched a weekly?
Ring of Honor?
Yeah.
I'll read the spoilers. If
Right.
something pops
Well,
up in
everyone reads the spoilers, but nobody's actually watching weeklies because there are none. They're
The only thing
paywall
I've made it a point to go out of my way to watch is Dalton Castle and Johnny TV.
Right.
But I follow them on social media, so if I see a little clip of it, my first instinct is to go, where the fuck do I find like flicking cheese? What the fuck?
Right.
Like, just little stuff like that, because I'm a big Dalton Castle fan anyway. And John Morrison, Nitro, TV, Come Shop, Take, whatever the fuck his name is, with the fed. As he points up.
No, Dalton Castle's right there.
Yeah, no, that's what as I said, as he points up to the right. I think they're stealing the show.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Without question. Oh, well, there is a small chance that the Stardom ladies aren't completely busted by Friday, that they could put on something really great. But I don't think they're going to even top Dalton and Johnny TV, Johnny Mundo, Johnny Honor.
It's Johnny TV. Johnny TV right now. There's only one match currently announced for Joey Janela Spring Break. Clusterfuck forever. It is the Punjabi prison match for the GCW World Tag Team Championships.
Yep.
Violence is Forever versus Jacob Fatu and Zilla Fatu versus Las Macanos, which is 2 Mexican guys, and versus the Bollywood Boys.
Yes! Harvin Gurv are back!
That's what's Punjabi. Okay. Sometimes you just got to hear something.
And there you go.
There it is.
Yeah, it's going to be a nightmare, but a lot of fun. It's the only match that's announced for a reason.
Josh Barnett's, I'm just looking now, Bloodsport X looks like got the whole card announced.
Mm-hmm.
Main events being Axel Thatcher, which was Alexander Wolf versus Timothy Thatcher. Shayna Baszler, which is something that we should touch up on, that a WWE contracted person.
We talked about it already.
At the collective.
Yeah, we talked about it already. When
Hey.
you were.
Oh yeah, I write that shit. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that episode where
Sorry.
your Canadian internet didn't work.
I'm sorry that like Canadian internet and dad shit gets in the way, boys. I'm still here more than the people we've gotten rid of.
Well done, sir.
Oh, cool. I'll just finish reading out because I just looked at the rest because I was starting to talk about it anyways. Nick Nemeth and Mike Boss B. Bailey's on this card.
Mm-hmm.
And Royce Isaacs fighting the Grand Princess, Murder Grandpa. I was waiting for you to pop for that. And Josh Barnett versus Johnny Bloodsport.
Wait, isn't he? I didn't know he worked for them.
It's WrestleMania week. It's not just weekend anymore. This show happens on the
Right.
4th. The show happens it's WrestleMania week. If you're in town and you got gear,
You're working.
That show happens after the Stardom show, right?
I believe it does. Yeah.
I don't have times. I just have cards that are happening that day. This one just says the 4th.
I believe it's happening in the evening of the 4th.
Yeah, because the Stardom show we're going to is at 3.
Stardom is the same day because then GCW has For the Culture and Spring Break. And then Cluster, holy fuck. TJPW and GCW is the 6th. And then Effie's Big Gay Brunch. Holy shit. Yeah. Okay, I'm popping. I'm marking out for the main event of the Big Gay Brunch.
I know it, so go ahead.
It is fucking Bussy versus fucking Breezango. Let's fucking go.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
All I'm going to do for the entire weekend is hold on to my pack of Up, Up, Down, Down Uno cards and see if I can get as many people to sign them from Up, Up, Down, Down.
Oh, like a different card? Like each person's
Well,
going to sign?
the actual thing, because I gotta get Bree. Obviously, I gotta get Swiss, Breeze, Chugs, and
Yeah, so you just want, basically
Woods.
you want the party, and if you get anybody else on top of the party, you're fine.
right.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
So,
If you could find the 4 of them and get a picture with the 4 of them this week, they're going to be doing something because all of that nonsense is on the side. The fact that they let the boys do that shows that Vince is clearly gone. And
yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, at the end of the day, it was Woods' channel to begin with. You know what
It
I
was
mean?
Cardona's channel with fucking Z True Long Island Story.
Right.
You sell it to the Fed. The difference was Woods seen what happened with Cardona and he went, nay.
Yeah.
Give me something, right?
Yeah. Well, it was good though. I mean, I'm glad he's made it back into what it was. And even still, the funny part is that if you go on Breeze's channel, they do other stuff as the party with Woods and stuff. So there's other things going on top of the Uno stuff. So they're doing Uno, but they're also doing Mario Golf, Mario Party, and they're all doing other cool shit. So it's like, yes, I am 100% in.
Yeah.
So,
All right, NXT.
Fatman's like, finally, let's get to some real wrestling here.
I'm tired. And we still got to go to AC after this, so I'm tired.
He's being a little bitch.
I am. I'm also not feeling the greatest, as you know, me puking this morning. But that's
Yeah.
okay.
You give him a little Burger King, he gets all weird.
Anyways,
That's my puke up on Ryan right there. Actually,
then I'll go. Listen, I've been thrown up on that baby twice today. Fuck off. Your puke's not going to be no different. 5 matches on NXT Stand and Deliver. Corbin and Breaker versus the tournament winners. That match is currently happening live. When the winner happens, I'm going to say who won the match. Live Valkyrie versus Roxanne Perez for the women's title. Obafemi versus Dijak versus Josh Briggs in a 3-way dance for the North American title.
Goddamn, pal.
Dragunov and Tony D'Angelo for the NXT Championship, and the main event, the Blood Feud, Carmelo Hayes, which I would assume be Gargano, and Trick Williams, who's playing the role of Ciampa.
Well done, sir. I think
That card is way better than the Ring of Honor card. First of all,
yes. Corbin and Breaker are losing without question.
yep.
wait, who's where your scorecard mouth is?
Yes, I will be.
The
putting
finals
my money
is
on
the OC and
right now it's OC versus Axiom and Nathan Frazier versus the LWO in a 3-way to see who goes.
Which version of the LWO was it? It's
Joaquin Wild and fucking Del Cruzo.
I think they won.
The B team.
And if you guys are correct, OC's winning.
You think so?
That's fair.
AJ's had fucking nothing. Mia Yim can jump back and forth. It doesn't matter. They're only fucking around being her manager on the main roster anyways. And then they get an extra set of tag belts to brag about.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
That's true.
Right?
You
FTR
need to
brags
get
about
them-
them all the time.
Yeah, you need to get him off of Corbin and Breaker anyway because they're already away from NXT, really.
Breaker's away, and the rumor is they're loving the tag team so much that their Corbin's going up and the Lone Wolves are going to be a main roster thing.
Sir, they are the Wolf Dogs.
I do apologize. I'm on fucking edibles.
When aren't you, though?
I'm not used to that.
Roxy's winning.
Roxy's winning.
What was
Dragunov's winning.
No, Dragunov's
No.
not winning.
Well, go by the rumors that we read that Dragunov, once he loses the belt, is being called up, but he's not losing. He's not getting called up anytime soon.
Dragunov's
I
winning.
will preface everything I said previously and everything I'm going to say forward with kayfabe is semi back in the world these days, so everything we talk about, we're just talking out of our ass.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Right? But like for me to go, oh yeah, well, I read that Dragunov's going up, so Dragunov's definitely winning. Like it's to me, the belt's going back towards Trick and Carmelo, I think. So if D'Angelo wins it, he can lose it in the 3-way and not look bad. Yeah. Dragunov keeps it, he can lose it in the 3-way and not look bad.
Well, let me put it this way. I think one of the top matches of Bash in Berlin is Gunther versus Ilya.
What a match.
Right?
Did you that like a big main roster pay-per-view? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think is happening. So you need some time for Ilya to be that guy on the main roster before you throw him to Gunther. So I think you need to get the belt off of him now and then debut him on Raw or SmackDown or whatever. Technically, it would be Raw, right?
Cool story. He's winning.
This man's going to be wrong.
I said it.
A lot.
I said it before.
A lot.
I said Dragunov's winning.
What?
This is like to me that it was like the Royal Rumble spot. Like the main feud is Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes. So Dragunov doesn't need to have a top contender. You can push D'Angelo to be a contender and still have a good match and lose.
I think D'Angelo is perfect for the title right now.
Sleazy.
Yes.
I do apologize. Breaking news if you're listening live Tuesday night. Tuesday Night Heat live streaming tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, up, up, down, down.
Guess what I'm watching? I feel bad for you, Fat Man.
Why?
Because we'll be watching that at the
Have you
restaurant.
actually sat down and watched any up, up, down, down videos, Fat Man?
Say that again?
Have you watched any of the up, up, down,
A
down?
little bit of it. Not a lot. Maybe a couple episodes here and there, but
No, not just specifically the episodes. When they do their special events, which is like them playing games with each other all like the whole episode, fucking hilarious because it's all the boys and girls just in the locker room being fucking idiots. It's great.
It's great. It's really great. Legitimately. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of... Everyone takes it serious, but not take it serious. You know what I mean? It's really great.
The Miz has lost so many titles.
Yep. Pretty Ricky, definitely, just never...
AJ Styles gets so mad when he loses.
Like you could tell that man has thrown more than one controller in his life.
is that it for NXT? We got other matches to
That'll
talk
be the 5
about.
matches for NXT, yeah? Holy shit. Sorry. The people in the match are going to be Axiom and Nathan Frazier.
Whoa.
Okay, well,
That's a team I thought at least they were going to.
I'm still calling.
I didn't think LWO was winning that. I'm not going to lie.
I'm still
calling a title change too, but yeah. Okay.
Forgive me, for people watching me look down, I have my laptop right here because I can't see from all the way over there. I've pulled back.
Forgive people watching live for me looking down and over because I'm dealing with the phone and shit and then trying to stay up on NXT for live breaking information.
All right. WrestleMania. Apparently, Meltzer got leaked the match order, but I'm not going to do that.
Bullshit.
Did you look at it?
I did.
Bullshit.
But if it's wrong, it's not far off.
I'm not saying it is, but
We'll get to
it. You could have made a.
We'll get to it. I also have Heavy G's predictions.
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, so Heavy G couldn't be with us tonight, but he did send us the predictions. Nice of him to actually do the work despite not being able to come on the show tonight.
Burn. Okay.
Few dates. Speaking of predictions,
Deese was at a hockey game too, by the way.
Yeah.
fair.
Apparently, these are the matches on night 1.
Are we just going one by one?
Yeah. Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch.
I think that match isn't going to be as good as what everybody thinks. It's going to be good.
Wants to be a good. It could be a good match.
Everything else, when you look at the rest of the card on night 1, is going to be better, except the random Mysterio tag match.
Yeah.
And that's going to be flippy dippy shit, I would imagine.
I'm also going to give my predictions for who's winning and some quick notes. I believe Becky Lynch is going to win. She's going to win clean. And this is just in general too. I don't know why I put it here, but whatever. I feel like they're going to basically have Judgment Day drop all their titles. And here, I don't care what you say. I still think they're going to do the Benoit Guerrero moment when Becky wins here.
What, with Bayley the next night?
No. Becky and Seth coming out together with both versions of the same title.
Okay. Heavy G, well, he's basing this off of Meltzer's match order. So he goes, great match to start off the show. If it does. It says, good story leading into it. Mommy making it personal, talking about Lynch's daughter. He predicts Rhea to win.
Oh, wow.
I also do. I think Rhea's winning.
With scorecard and the fact that we bet anyways, like I think I'm going to be one of those flip-floppy right until the moment I throw the name down. I'm on your side with Rhea. Becky win the next pay-per-view. I don't think they're losing all their belts. They're losing at least one of them, but it ain't going to be the women's title.
Interesting.
Okay.
Speaking of which,
what? Gunther versus...
No, wait, I missed one. Sorry.
I got Walter versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title. Let's start with Heavy G. He goes, building Sami as the underdog was great. Teasing it. He thinks Gable's going to turn heel on Sami.
Really?
He thinks Vata's going to win. I think he's going to win too. So, yeah. I got Gunther winning.
My problem is what I think is going to happen and what I want to happen is two different things.
You want Sami to win.
I want it the other way.
Oh, you want Gunther to win.
I want Gunther to win.
But you think Sami's winning?
I believe Gunther's going to win as well. I think one of the reasons why they booed Sami was when he won the chance for the IC belt was that it felt like it was a demotion for him to go up against Gunther and basically get fed to him. And in a way it is. I mean, a year ago he was facing the top WWE champion that was in one of the hottest feuds of all time, and then he main evented WrestleMania in one of the hottest tag teams championship matches of all time. I think he's got no chance against Gunther because I see Gunther holding it until Bash in Berlin, where he's probably going to lose it to Ilya. So
I don't think that's why they booed Sami. I think they just wanted Gable to win. But okay,
absolutely. Well, absolutely, that's what that is. Gable's the flavor of the Mania season this year.
It's
But
Gablemania.
they were able to put Sammy there, and unlike booing Rey Mysterio, like I feel like this one isn't as malicious as when they booed Mysterio at the Rumble in 2014.
Right. Yeah. 6-pack ladder match for the undisputed tag titles, but the rules of this match is they're basically splitting the titles. They're splitting the titles. Like
the rules are they're splitting the titles.
Love it. I love it. I love the idea because I've fantasy booked it before and like e-fades and shit like that. That two people said like I fucking love this idea. It's going to be fucking great. Question is, what Raw team is going to SmackDown?
Right.
So it's
I got it.
Judgment Day versus DIY versus Awesome Truth versus New Day versus A-Town Down Under versus New Catch Republic.
Question mark next to A-Town Down Under because of the rumors going around that apparently they're being pulled out and probably Pretty Deadly is being put in because they were internally wrote down as being in the match.
That's not what I heard.
What I heard was the Motor City Machine Guns.
That's what I heard.
I haven't.
Pretty Deadly was like an intentional, like
swerve.
Cover.
It's a swerve, bro.
Yeah. That may not be true. That you know how all this shit goes. It could be completely different. It could be completely bullshit. You know how it goes. At one point, we heard Eminem was going to be hosting WrestleMania. Whatever.
You know what the problem is with it, though?
What's that?
It happened at Mania already once before, so now everybody always expects something.
Right.
Because
absolutely.
Nobody thought the Hardys were coming.
No, nobody thought that. Nobody, especially when they were falling off ladders 2 nights before. Really were. It's craziness.
Right.
So one of the things that I have two new sets of champions.
So do I.
Okay. DIY for the SmackDown titles and Awesome Truth for the Raw ones. But I believe there's going to be at least one bit where R-Truth brings down both titles and then tries to give it to one of the members of the Judgment Day. And then goes, oops, no, here it is, The Miz.
I don't hate it because it's R-Truthy as fuck.
Right.
I think Judgment Day keeps the Raw tag belts. I just haven't figured out who they're sending to SmackDown yet.
Oh, I think Awesome Truth's winning the Raw ones. Same with Heavy G thinks the same thing too.
I think there's going to be no titles on Judgment Day by the end of this show, except for one.
I'm just trying to look at the card now just to see because the AEW reason. Swerve Strickland didn't win that title because of Sting's last match because nobody would have fucking remembered it. Looking at this now, crowning the new champion for that moment, what other moments are happening that night that would lead me to a booking belief that it's not going to happen there, they'll wait till the next pay-per-view?
I got that later on. That's what I got later on. So,
within the next, from now till the next premium live event, Awesome Truth will be the Raw Tag Team Champions.
Okay, fair.
Heavy G has New Catch Republic as the new SmackDown ones.
If anything, I think the SmackDown champs, if it's not going to be New Day, it's going to be the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yep. I was going to say if it's not either DIY or New Day, it's going to be Motor City. That
we're talking like they're signed.
They're in the match, but yeah, I don't
They are
see
WrestleMania. They're definitely in the match. I put it in our chat just to throw it out in the universe that MJF was fucking over Cody night 2, just to put it in the universe. Once it's out there, you never know.
Okay. Jimmy versus Jay.
Brother versus brother, I can't relate.
Brothers don't fight.
I don't know. Wouldn't know.
Heavy G.
My brothers.
Storyline speaks for itself. Very well could be match of the night. He said Solo tries to interfere for Jimmy. Rikishi shows up to stop him. What a fucking mark. With
Fuck you. Maybe it's the time to be a mark.
Yeah,
dickhead.
with
I would
Jey
say
Uso winning with him dancing with his dad, Rikishi.
I would. You know what? You know what? Fuck all of this. That's all I can say.
Jimmy's winning. You need a heel to go over. Jimmy's winning.
Yeah, I said, I guess give it to the younger bro.
Jay's got to win here.
No.
Does he?
Jimmy's winning.
Fuckery. Fuckery. That's all I can
There's
say.
going to be, listen, the amount of fuckery in night 2 when it's Bloodline rules.
Spoiler, motherfucker.
Let these guys have a fucking match and no fucking shenanigans.
Oh, there will be nanigans.
There's going to be
There'll
There'll be
shenanigans.
nanigans.
Both nights.
Go ahead, say it.
No, I
Go
think
ahead.
Jimmy's winning. I think we'll get to it in the main event. I think Bloodline sweeps here. Like, just to
damn it.
prove their dominance going into the Bloodline rules match. That's why I think Jimmy's winning.
Jimmy losing shows cracks in an armor.
Either way works. I still think Jimmy's winning. I think you need to have Jimmy win here.
I flipped a coin.
Oos. Oh.
Yeah, heads was Oos, tails was
Yeah,
O.
well.
And I came up with O, so Jimmy.
I don't know. I just think Jimmy wins here.
I don't have enough of an opinion on it, honestly. Because I think it can go either way, and you can make good booking decisions out of either win.
Black Thunder versus Damage Control.
Fuck's sakes.
There's no way.
That glowing Black Thunder.
No way. Damage Control is winning this match. No.
They lost last year.
No way they're winning this match.
Didn't they lose War Games?
I don't know.
Jade is
Asuka
pinning.
not going to get a win at WrestleMania.
I was just going to say Jade's pinning Asuka. But I actually think Jade's going to be pinning Dakota. But
You can't pin Kyrie. She's been back the most recent. Asuka will give victories to anybody, so she'll probably take the pin here. Dakota, yeah, whatever. Obviously,
you know who can't need pin here? Bianca.
she could, but she won't.
she won't.
Why not?
New major
Because
faction.
they ain't winning.
No, legitimately. Ignore the fact that you have this, this match here. You've got a brand new faction that's looking to take on the entirety of WWE in terms of the women's division. You're going to hobble them by having them lose their
2-year-old faction, a brand new faction.
No.
No, Bianca, Jade, and Naomi.
I don't think they're.
The glowing Black Thunder stable.
God damn, go eat another fucking edible, dude.
The glowing Black Thunder stable. Belair or Jade is turning on that fucking group at the end of that match, and their feud's being built to SummerSlam.
No, not yet. They might be building to SummerSlam, but right now they're still a unit, and this unit is going to destroy a bunch of Asians, and Sleazy's going to cry. Okay?
Knowing that they're going to destroy a bunch of Asians.
Yes. And as long as Nia Jax's nowhere near the ring, at least we can make sure that they fight another day, but they're losing. They're 100% losing.
Yeah.
They've lost their leader.
Their leader's Dakota Kai.
Their leader was Bailey.
Their leader is Dakota Kai.
Yeah, but they lost their leader. You know
The
what I mean?
Nation got better when they lost Farouk. DX got better when they lost Shawn Michaels. There's a clear path of stables losing that one person and the stable getting better. Damage Control needs to win here.
They're not going to. Jade's not losing.
Jade don't got to get pinned.
She doesn't have to get pinned. She's the one.
Naomi or
She's the one
Belair.
doing the pinning.
She's the one doing the pinning.
She's the one doing. You're right. She ain't gonna get pinned. She's the one doing the pinning.
Jade is winning that match, by the way.
100%. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee
Speaking of people turning on each other,
versus Santos Escobar and Dirty Dom.
I'm so mad at you.
Me?
That is the third opportunity of this show, and you never said it.
Yo, dog, I heard you like tag team matches.
What the fuck?
Sorry, dude. I'm not feeling great, and I'm tired. So
I didn't notice it until the third one because I looked down and I was like, hey, it's the LWO tag team. And then my stoner brain went, hey, it's in the third tag team match. Dickhead hasn't done his gimmick. Hope
I
he's
mean-
good on the Lego.
Well, I'm wearing that shirt one of these days. Heavy G thinks Escobar Dominic will
Dom
win.
gets his win, right?
Dom gets his win over Ray.
there's no way Carlito isn't turning on Rey Mysterio in this match. Zero chance. And he fucking deserves it. Fucking deadbeat dad he is.
There's always talked to Ryan like that. Goddamn.
Wow, Jesus Christ. Actually, I turned my life around when I became a dad. I stopped being a Fuck, I didn't
I made my life better,
I did
motherfucker.
lots of degenerate things. I stopped doing most of those things because I'm a
He
dad.
stopped doing cocaine in front of the baby, okay? It was away from the baby.
It's not off the baby's ass like it used to be.
Wow.
All right.
And
Yo,
on-
dog, I heard you like tag team matches.
On the issue.
Yeah, right?
Hey,
Funny
Sleazy
over
gave
there
me
fucking Serbian filming up a fucking drug line.
hey, Sleazy gave me a bet to see if who can get canceled, me or you first. I'm trying to win.
We're all trying at this point.
Yo, dog, I heard you like tag team matches.
You know how to win that fight. Make fun of the alphabet people and we're canceled. Like,
A
Wow.
comes after A.
I'm not starting that fight. It's like a Batman symbol.
I'm making up for this now. Yo, dog, I heard you like tag team matches.
I do.
For the fourth time during this fucking thing. Rhodes and Rollins versus
What is
Rock
this?
and
New
Reigns.
Japan presents WWE WrestleMania?
Yep.
Jim Crockett Promotions presents WrestleMania.
Also true. Wrestle Kingdom
If
Part 1.
Rhodes wins, the Bloodline is barred from ringside. The Rhodes team.
Automatically, you know that the Bloodline wins in this match.
If Bloodline wins, it's Bloodline rules. Sleazy, shit all over it like you did at like 1 o'clock this morning.
It was getting closer to 2 at that point.
Whatever.
I was fucked.
I was getting closer to 2. Blah, blah, blah.
It was, wasn't it?
I don't fucking remember.
Yeah, because you were half asleep. You didn't want to hear my bullshit. There's 2 ways this really goes, okay? Rock pins Cody to send a message and make a future storyline post WrestleMania, or Cody and Seth defy the odds, right? The reality is the match shouldn't even exist. Really shouldn't. This is a no-win situation for Cody and Seth. Seth could potentially get further beaten down before his match against Drew, and Cody either wins and potentially gets, quote-unquote, the Bloodline banned from ringside, which worked so well last time with Solo Sikoa just coming out of nowhere.
Which
they
he
weren't
wasn't
banned
banned. Which I already told him.
What's that?
They weren't
weren't
banned
banned
from
from
ringside.
Of course not. But that doesn't mean they won't find some other Samoan to come out and help him. There's
That's how you
literally
say you people.
12,000 other Samoans in that family that can come out and help him that aren't part of the bloodline.
Any person from the corporation interferes in the ladder match. Stone Cold wins anyways. Boss Man wasn't a person in the corporation when he lifted the briefcase.
That stipulation is not what's been said here. That it literally says the bloodline will be banned from ringside. Cool. That's awesome. You don't think that Roman Reigns and or the smarmiest fucking man in professional wrestling history, Paul Heyman, didn't have some sort of ace up his sleeve in case that happened? Of course not. And I'm talking from a full kayfabe perspective here, okay?
Fair.
Just for that point. So here's the reality. If they lose, they get a Bloodline Rules match, which is basically just a no DQ match, right? Where anybody can just come down and do whatever. Honestly, the smartest thing here to do is when that bell rings for that tag match, Cody lays down. Literally lays down in the middle of the ring and takes the pin. Immediately. Or walks off. Because then you get a no DQ match because you know...
Sleazy watching the product?
First of all, no, and or obviously.
So, at no point in this story does Cody Rhodes going to lie down make any sense after he's been bloodied and beaten and whipped and fucking destroyed.
My point is that baby faces are stupid, which is why this match exists. If Cody was smart about how he was going to do it, he would walk off immediately after the bell rings. He doesn't get hurt at all in the match. Seth doesn't get hurt at all in the match. And they get basically...
It's personal. You're not watching the weeklies. You're not watching the story unfold. We watch
Emotion
the
versus
TV show and
smarts.
storylines. When you take out the storylines, you're AEW.
I'm saying it's stupid.
That's not the right word.
I hate you both.
No, but that's what I mean, though. It's you are allowing a babyface to have a dumb moment at WrestleMania here.
If you're only going to kayfabe half of this and not the other half, that's where the problem is, though. Because if
it's
you're
emotion versus smarts.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
Logically speaking, in the terms of how kayfabe baby faces look, if the bloodline is banned, regardless of new people coming in or not, to you, your mindset is it's just you and Roman then.
Even in kayfabe, that's not true. Because when they had the face-to-face moment, Cody knew that he was lying out of his asshole. And he brought back up.
That wasn't a contractual stipulated thing, though. That was just them word of one man's word versus another man's word. And he was like, I know what's going to happen. This becoming again, in the terms of kayfabe, in the world that we are watching and talking about, a contractual stipulation.
Yeah, he's not part of the bloodline. Wink. What's the difference?
Because he's not part of the bloodline. That is the under foresight of Cody in this. Because it happens all the time if baby faces are dumb.
Well, that's my point, is that the smartest thing he can do is lay down. He's not going to because emotion has taken over.
I don't know what I'm talking about this. Rock and Roman are winning anyway, so it doesn't matter.
They are. Absolutely. The only reason I'm playing devil's advocate here is because until we started talking about this match, that was my mindset. And everybody's talking about all weekend that Rock's turning on Roman night 2. What if Rock turns on Roman here? To put it out in the universe, to have the open discussion, what if here is where Rock turns on him?
Could be. We started this with Rock versus Roman.
I think the way that the feud has been building up, like I think I sent in the chat, it's like, oh, this Rock Cody feud is amazing. I wonder what Roman Reigns is doing at WrestleMania. Like it's Rock Cody is the feud. So I actually don't see a turn. Like 2 months ago, I would have been like, oh, Rock's turning. Now, the way it's been built up, I don't see it. Unless he turns on him after he loses the title to Cody.
Which would make more sense on a turn night, too.
Yes.
Mike Tenay-ish mind of storylines and bringing up stuff where it worked. Aces and eights. Bully Ray took a beating from the aces and eights. And at the end, he was the leader. Universe idea. What if all these beatings Cody and Seth are taking?
Yeah, well, there was always been that thought in a lot of people's minds is that Rock was 100% turning on Roman because of certain things that happened in promos with them. So that's out there. And yeah, the whole you're not going to be the one that keeps the title.
The camera angle, all that stuff. Again, but that is something that WWE is very good at.
Yes.
To pick up on, for people to pick up on it, like us, to notice it right away because we're looking for that shit. We know that, ooh, that's cute. MJF and Adam Cole idea in terms of wrestling. The Devil's Mask on Adam Cole's side. It was just a little thing that nobody else really would have noticed, but it's
there.
Your little Easter eggs, right?
Yeah.
But again, Rock and Roman are winning night one.
Yes. Okay.
Even my convoluted bullshit story, they're still winning. So,
not two. Here we go. Rollins versus McIntyre for the world title.
Opening and McIntyre's winning.
Oh, and just an FYI for those watching live and chatting with us, I don't actually see the chat here. I can't get a hold of it because it's way up there. So sorry, guys. If
I just opened up the chat to look.
Yeah, I can't.
Somebody screamed, "Stop doing cocaine off the baby."
Yes! Yes! Thank you, sir.
Al Barrett said shit.
Al Barrett, fuck you.
Oh, Deets. In case nobody's mentioned it, fuck Al Barrett.
Ah! You might actually have a shirt coming your way.
Black Ocean.
Oh, God.
That's their name now. Glowing Black Thunder? No, Black Illusion.
Wow.
Okay. Heavy G predicts that McIntyre will win, but CM Punk hits McIntyre with not one, but two GTSs, and Damian Priest comes down and cashes in and wins.
So they're breaking up Judgment Day.
Not one, but two.
Very specific.
Oddly specific.
Two. So remember how I alluded to, hey, there's a big moment. What moment they're not going to do? I think Seth's retaining, and McIntyre is winning in France at Backlash.
In France.
That's what I think is happening. Because there's definitely going to be at least one big moment here on night two. So,
1, 2, 3. Bailey's beating Neo.
Mm-hmm.
Cody's beating Roman. I'm just picking the big moments as I look at the card to just kind of place it out, right? Logan Paul winning or losing is not going to be a big moment.
No.
It's probably wishing and wanting it, but I'd like to see Priest beat Rollins or McIntyre beat Rollins and then Priest beat McIntyre because it sends McIntyre even further fucking crazy. Rollins got a justifiable because he never got a rematch because it was the Money in the Bank, and you do a three-way at France. Now, whoever wins out of that, I don't hate or like all three guys.
Well, we talked at length about this last night. There's multiple options they could do. Like, basically, who's the one guy that cashed in at WrestleMania? Rollins. So what poetic justice is it for him to get cashed in on at a WrestleMania? Have Rollins win and then have Priest beat him. Had Punk fuck Drew, Rollins wins, and
you got your triple threat.
Priest cashes in.
Now you got a fatal four-way.
Punk's not going to be healthy enough. I don't think.
I don't think Punk needs to be healthy enough for a four-way. It's like it doesn't matter.
It was okay because it was a four-way, right?
Yeah, there's multiple ways I can do it. I just think Steph's winning outright. That's what I think.
Chat, Chris Williams, tag ladder is stealing, but that's night one. We're talking about night two. Al said got it to the whole stuff, but I believe that Sleazy owes Al a fuck you for the scorecard and losing his indie thing. Again, You were on such a good indie streak, and then me and Al took it, and then I got to join Al and taking it with you.
I'm very.
You got DP'd, son.
Oh yeah. You and Deets DP'd me on an Impact one when it was still Impact. Go fuck yourself.
That's true, yeah. At hardcore too. Like it was all the way down to it. It was like, oh god, yes.
If you guys are right and Judgment Day are losing both tag belts night 1, Priest is leaving with the belt night 2.
Okay.
But the problem with Priest leaving with the belt night 2 is you fracture Judgment Day unless they all get drafted to SmackDown.
Yeah. I think Rollins retaining. I think they're gonna have. I think Punk will be good enough to do a triple threat down the line. So having Punk cost Drew and then also fuck Seth after the match, so that Punk's standing tall over both of them would probably be my thought out of it. But like I said, there's so many different options and all of them are legitimate.
Al got a new one. Seth retains. Drew goes insane and takes Seth out on Rod. Damien cashes in then. So the Ziggler.
Yeah, the Ziggler. That's a good one too. Yeah.
When I was when I won my Slammy.
God damn you.
EO versus Bailey.
Fuck off. Listen, if I had the money to pay for the Slammy, I'd have it paid for with me. And I have it engraved. I want a fucking Slammy. The only Slammy Award winning member of the wrestling show.
Have you ever gone to the WWE shop and said, hey, motherfucker, I won a Slammy? I didn't get mine yet?
Thinking about, I might do an email.
You should do.
Discourteous
WWE staff members.
Dear Mr. Levesque.
Mr. And just like big MR.
Now imagine if they actually have Slammies on sale at the store and we just happen to show up next week with 2 Slammies in our hand.
Fake.
Don't matter.
Fake news.
Everyone's got a price for the $1 Million Man.
Don't care. I didn't sell mine.
We're not selling ours. We're buying it. There's a difference. Get more high. EO versus Bailey.
I didn't sell out. I bought
Bailey's winning.
Bailey's winning. Why do all the Asians need to lose?
Because Damage Control isn't losing night 1.
Damage Control is losing night 1. So
and night 2.
EO can win night 2.
Yeah,
another one of, I think there's going to be too many moments on night 2. I think
put the scorecard where your mouth is.
Oh, I will be.
I'm talking to him.
Me.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I think EO's retaining. So does Heavy G, which surprised me. I thought I was the only one on here to say it. I think EO's...
The one that loves all the Asians doesn't think a single Asian is winning.
So that's 100% going to happen. The Asian's going to win.
I'm willing it into the universe.
Yeah.
I think you're getting your Oscar win finally, but you're not getting EO retaining.
I think it's the opposite. AJ Styles versus...
No. It's the battle of the 2 initials and last names.
Dude, it is a battle of former TNA heavyweight champions.
Also true, yes.
It's a battle of a guy I worked with as Sleazy Hasn't and a guy we both haven't worked with but met.
I shared a locker room once. That's it. That's all I got.
And then it's winning, 100%.
Is he?
The match has some heat to it, but I feel like it's a way for Knight to regain his luster after being buzzsawed by the bloodline.
I like that. It's not a knock when I say it this way. I could give a fuck less who wins this match. Again, I like both guys. Mm-hmm. So, like, it doesn't hurt me either way, but I'm a hardcore fan, I guess, because I'm watching all the time anyways. So, like, in the grander scheme of things, where are you going to go with the younger guy? What's he, like, 43?
Go with the young hot shots of 43 years old. Well, you make a good point, and it was a similar point that I had with the Jay and the Jimmy match, is that I don't think it matters as much who wins. It's going to be the quality of the match that determines why we care.
I just want Jay to win because, like, yeet, baby. Yeet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right. And I guess,
Here it's different because it's not as clear cut of a heel face to me.
I'd agree.
Like, I mean, they're both anti faces, but AJ's more of a dickish face now. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I agree. Like I said, I think it's just going to be nice no matter which way we go with it.
Yep. Yo, dog, I heard you like triple threat matches.
I do not.
U.S. title, Logan Paul, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens. Heavy G says somehow, some way, Paul retains with the brass knucks.
I think either Orton or Kevin's going to accidentally cost the other the title.
I think
And
so.
you think that your favorite wrestler in the world, Logan Paul, is retaining?
Oh, yeah.
His fucking energies, whatever the fuck it is going to be on the mat. You think he's not winning? Like,
I still think that was probably one of the greatest heel moves in recent memory.
I wish we were allowed to play sounds and not get copyright issues because I'd pray the Sports Center. Breaking news: new match signed for Stand and Deliver. Thea Hall, Fallon Henley, and Kenley Jordan versus JC James, Kiana James, and Izzy Dane.
What's with the 6 women tag matches this weekend?
oh, yo, they borrowed from ROH. Oh, WWE borrowed from ROH.
Chats.
There's at least 2 on the Stardom show, too. And there's one in the TJBW show, too.
Three chat comments from Chris. They progressively get dumber. 1, he says, I'm winning the scorecard. He's not. 2, he says, LA, obviously. And then 3, oh my God, Jay needs to win more than Jimmy. If anything, Jimmy needs to win more than Jay.
Which
Jay's
is why
already
Jimmy's,
made Jay
which is why
Uso.
Jimmy's winning.
Yeah. He's literally main event Jey Uso. How dare you?
Okay, so we all think Logan Paul's retaining.
Basically,
Okay.
I went to Wikipedia just because I was curious on how long he's been U.S. champ and how long it'll be till SummerSlam, just to see what kind of reign idea that going. Because he has not wrestled much, but his reign's been fucking great. It's been entertaining, and WWE is getting so much extra press out of it. He takes that belt everywhere. He's eating it up.
I think that from a social media perspective, he's far and away the best asset they have.
He's had the belt now for 5 months, 151 plus days.
I think he's the shortest reigning champion currently, isn't he?
List
On the
of
main
crap.
roster. Gunther has had it longer, obviously. Both world champions have had it longer. And the Judgment Day has had it longer. So, yeah. He's the shortest and obviously the 2 women's titles.
Yeah, he is.
At 151 days.
He is.
Technically, the women's titles are shorter. They're
Oh,
at
the
six-
women's tag titles?
yeah, they're at
Oh, that's
68.
We
And then,
forgot
if
about
you
that.
really want to get it technical about it, there's 3 NXT championships that have changed hands recently.
I'm talking main roster.
Main roster, then it's the women's tag belts, and then it's him.
Yeah.
And the women's tag belts are at 70 days, sure.
Yeah.
Yo, dog, I heard you like street fight trios matches.
I do.
I do.
The Pride versus the Testament in a Philly street fight. This is what Heavy G wrote. Swear to God. Am I the only one that thinks big fucking deal? Winner. Who gives a fuck?
Wow.
Literally.
The Pride versus the Final Testament might rival how racist Dominic Mysterio's entrance was with the Jewish concentration camp last year. Point canceled. Ryan.
Apparently, Heavy G is in the lobby.
Is he?
Apparently.
Is he fucking in the lobby? Give me a second.
With one match to go.
1 match to go.
This is going to get a lot of crowds. Remember, was it 30? Oh, fuck. Yeah, it was last year's. Yo, the men's tag match had no right being as good as what it fucking was.
Literally, Heavy G. We're
I've
talking
been
about.
listening the whole time.
Okay.
We're about
yeah.
ready to fuck you up, man.
Hey,
Remember last year
fuck
when
this
that
match.
match-
Fuck this match you're talking about. Why are we even talking about this fucking match?
Fuck you.
It's a tag
Really?
match, so Ryan's going to defend it. It's a trios match,
my
so Sleazy's
gosh.
going to defend it.
This is horrible.
I told you last year, WrestleMania, that 4-way tag match that the man had for night one that wasn't supposed to be any good and was fucking amazing. That's what this is going to be.
Okay.
I'm going to agree with that. I think it's going to be better than any more right than it should be.
How many people got your opinion, Heavy G, and are going to watch this match and go, they beat the shit out of each other? Wow.
Yeah.
You're going in with zero. You're going in with negative stars already. So even if the match is great, it's still going to be a positive review at the end.
I'm gonna have a thing with 5 red stars right here, negative.
Ready to go. It's going to rival Charmel and
Jenna.
Thank you. So, and to be fair, Heavy G's opinion on this match is not. It's not uncommon. A lot of people are like, why is this even on the card? And the reality is, this absolutely needs to be on the card because it's a nice cool-down match. It's a nice little fun, throw-together, street fight style match that's different than most anything else on the card. And Ryan, back me up on this. When is a show better than when you have a 3-ring circus? You know what I mean?
Dude,
something different for everyone.
It's
this is
Philadelphia. It's Philadelphia and a fucking street fight.
Yeah.
You
don't need anything else.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my thinking though. If you're gonna have this street fight as the cool down match before
we're talking about these. We have no clue what the order is.
That's just what Meltzer said.
And Meltzer's always right.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
This should be on the pre-show.
I don't think there's any matches. I don't think there's any
two
matches.
nights of WrestleMania. How is this on the pre-show?
There ain't no matches on the pre-show.
This should be a dark.
Sunday Night Heat, motherfucker.
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, Sunday Night Heat.
It's a half dark match.
The halftime.
God damn it, Ryan! You still don't have Thunder.
Halftime show.
I was trying.
Halftime Heat.
I was trying to get the cancel point check, Fatman.
Well, there's no football. The seventh inning stretch heat. It's baseball. Seventh inning stretch heat.
Selfishly want to point out, I'm also fanboy popping and marking out for Metaphor being the host for Stand and Deliver. Noam Dar hosting a wrestling show is going to be fucking fantastic.
It will be. Yeah.
All right. Heavy G comes on for the main event, which we all think is going to be a bloodline.
Wait. This is the last match. It's not necessarily the main event.
In this case, it is.
It isn't.
What's the main event?
You don't want to know what the main event is.
I know what you think the main event is because you're wrong, but the main event...
No, wait. What do you think I think is the main event?
Are we going to have this fight?
The main event is whatever draws the people into the
main event is the last match of the night.
That's wrong, but in this case, it's right.
I don't know what you're fucking talking about.
You think Bailey versus Io is the main event?
Of night one.
Even though they're on night 2, but okay.
Bailey and Io should have main evented. They should have main evented night 1. Yep.
They literally said it at Royal Rumble.
They didn't know they had Rock.
I know why they're not. And that's the exact reason why they're not. But they should, like, in a Thanos snap universe, they are, man.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, the main event, Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns at a Bloodline Rules match.
First of all, the main event is Mark Briscoe versus Eddie Kingston for the Ring of Honor World title.
That's 2 nights before, dickhead, on a different show. It's the main event of
give me the tweezers, because I'm going to punch you in the fucking dick. I am sitting next to you now. I can't do that. Anyway.
You can if you want.
Man, he is a big boy.
Oh,
fucking almost anybody. Like,
yo, I was literally stroking the mic, and you said, man, He's a big boy.
And you notice that he said that, and as soon as you started stroking that, he opened his mouth. Did you notice that?
Yeah, he was like,
Sleazy, he loves it. He loves
Best
it.
part about it, didn't see none of it because I was looking at all the Femi.
Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. Who thinks Reigns is retaining? Cool. What do you guys think about what WrestleMania is going to be? Actually, I have a thought on this.
What about it? Say that again in the Stoner English.
America. Cody Rhodes is going to beat Roman Reigns. Damian Priest is going to come down to cash in on Cody.
You think Priest cashes in here?
Yes. He finishes his story, finally defeats the unbeatable monster, and fucking Priest cashes in on him.
I think they do that to Cody.
But then
No.
Cody wins it back at Backlash. But
No,
No, no.
because they're gonna run Cody Roman again at the next pay-per-view. You're getting one more pay-per-view match out of the Roman Cody here as with Cody as champion. How Backlash normally has the WrestleMania main event in some way, shape, or form.
no, I got you. But I think that's if Priest is cashing on anyone, he's cashing in on Cody. Finishes the story, wins the WWE title, and then Priest immediately cashes in on him.
Because he cashed in unsuccessfully.
No, he beats Cody.
No.
Better story.
See, I like my...
But it's a better story than the world title, I think. Do I think that's an option? Will it happen? Probably not, but I can see it happening.
Is it really, though? Because Priest has history with McIntyre with the whole... they feuded before, and then...
Or, actually...
joined in.
Actually, we didn't talk about this. We talked about this in the car this morning. What if Priest tries to cash in? Like, say, during the match or after the world title match, say Punk hits him with the GTS, he's unsuccessfully, or he doesn't technically cash in. And then he comes out and cashes in on Cody.
See, I think Punk would be too worried about screwing either Rollins or McIntyre over.
He don't care. It's Punk.
See, that's why when I gave my predictions, I thought that Punk would either be worrying about screwing over Rollins or McIntyre and having Priest win it. That's right.
Punk works with children.
Yes.
No, he
Children.
used to work with children.
No,
He's still working with children.
while he's eating his whatever the hell, Zeppelins or whatever the fuck he was eating.
Yeah. Well,
And he's
that's
tired.
the way to hide it.
And he's
To
hurt.
where being like, hey, he technically doesn't cash in at the beginning of the night and then cash it, and then nobody will think he's going to come down to cash it in on Cody. That's a way to get around that.
Yeah.
I think you're adding too much fuckery to the main because there's already going to be a lot of fuckery with Bloodline rules.
No, 100%. I'm just saying it's a better story than Cody finishing his story. In my opinion.
I know what your fucking guys are saying. Roman's retaining.
He don't care because he thinks Io and Bayley should be the main event.
Of night one.
And this night too. Both nights.
I just want to get.
They like run it back.
Yes.
It's like a house show circuit. They just keep main eventing every WrestleMania.
Al Barrett in the chats. Don't forget, Priest and Drew still have beef. Was it
Yeah.
ever settled? And it wasn't.
No, it's right. And Heavy G's right. They have beef. I'm just saying I think the better story is him cashing in on Cody. Or
Oh, good.
or him costing McIntyre the title by trying to cash in, but then Rollins stops it. Or not Rollins, but Reigns stop or whatever. Not Reigns, Punk, whatever the fuck his name is. And then he doesn't cash, and then he cashes in on Cody. I think that's the better story. But yes, there's a built-in story with Priest and McIntyre. Yes, so it's
Okay, we haven't gone the. We figured out multiple ways that this can go down, so I'm going to say the only way that we haven't said yet. So Roman retains, The Rock comes down, Rock bottoms Roman, and then Priest catches in. There you go.
What about the bet we made with Dickhead?
what's that?
Remember the Tree Horseman episode? We got to send him a Tree Horseman shirt if whatever he predicted was going to happen on night 2 happened.
Oh, God. First of all, I want to speak to that. First, that is the wrestling show production budget you guys are fucking with. I'm okay with it.
It's not going to be right.
Yeah, like every other gambler said, this was a sure thing.
It was a sure thing.
Do you remember what it was, Ryan? It was something obscure.
Cody's getting fucked out of the belt by Seth, I believe.
Yes.
I will go back and listen to the episode, but I believe that was... You tried to add a bunch of extra parameters, but we got to make it kind of fair to blow Sleazy's money. That was the main thing. I'm making this bet was to piss Sleazy off.
Yeah.
And we did it.
Behind my back, no less.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
All right.
I want to get your and Sleazy's and Fat Man opinion on what my prediction was.
I didn't even read it because you were here, so
I didn't actually read it either.
Oh,
you were here.
I
so
had. Go ahead. My prediction is that since it's Bloodline rules, everything's going on. The chaos is happening. All of a sudden, the lights go dim. And since it's Bloodline rules,
Goldust?
shows up and helps Cody win the belt.
That has been put out in the Reddit and internet world.
I'm okay
I didn't
with
see
that.
that. Why not? It's
because he's done a contract with
Bloodline.
AEW.
It's Jordan Grace was there.
Huh?
There's something to be said
Jordan
about...
Grace was there for the Royal Rumble.
We're not
Different.
dealing with a Vince McMahon WWE no more.
No, you can't say different.
Another fucking company 2 nights before.
Here's the thing, though. You're saying it's a different situation. Yeah, it is a different situation, but the president is there. It hasn't been the first time they've brought somebody in from another contracted company to do a spot.
Right.
In this case, bringing in the brother of Cody Rhodes and being able to say, not even Dustin Rhodes. You can say Goldust because they own the gimmick.
Al said one in the chat, and I just remembered it. So I got to give him credit for, I'll say how he said it and say the rumor that I seen. Our guys' thoughts of the rumors of Cody assembling the Avengers, and the Avengers being Hogan, Cena, and Austin to help with the Bloodline nonsense night 2.
Yeah, they did like a thing where Cody was getting beat down by The Rock in the background on a truck that had Cena and Austin, and everyone's like, they're going to be at WrestleMania. It's like
Correct me.
WWE
if
does
I'm
do
wrong.
that. Little tidbits.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Okay.
Wow, asshole.
Dickhead.
When Dusty Rhodes beat Superstar Billy Graham to win the title but didn't win it, was it in Madison Square Garden or was it in Philly?
Madison Square Garden.
But can you imagine him winning with Dustin's help and Cody and Dustin and his wife and daughter in the ring?
The dog.
He's holding up the
The
belt.
dog.
And then Priest comes in, attacks the baby.
And all of a sudden on the
Pharaoh's like trying to bite Priest and was like, no, I'm a cop.
Why? No, I get it. It's the AEW influence. This is the fucking brawl, but in live, because the dog's going to bite somebody.
And then all of a sudden on the Titantron, while Cody's holding the belt, they show Dusty holding the belt over his head. That's how the show's going to go off the air.
Oh, absolutely. They're going to 100% do that.
I like that, but I'm really nitpicky. I want him holding the same belt that Dusty's holding if they do that shot.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that.
You know what I mean?
Because it's the
Not
NWA
like-
title, right?
No, it was the old WWF.
WWF.
Oh, that one.
Was it like the old Crown one that it was?
Yeah, like, but to me, if you're going to be a perfectionist about all of that, that's the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Now, going back to the Dustin Rhodes thing.
So,
Yeah, you're like, it's... Yes, they've done it with other companies, but they've never done it with AEW. Can they? Sure, they can. Will they? That's my thing. Will they?
this
I don't.
would be the time.
This would be the time.
Okay, let's
I don't think they're going to. But.
let's
mean-
talk about the
who held the belts and said "fuck the Rock"?
Let's talk about Black Tuesday.
Well, before we go there, God damn, pal.
Real long.
Before we continue on, I want to talk about the elephant in the room that we really haven't touched upon.
Because I'm fat. Don't call me an elephant, you bastard.
Hey, motherfucker!
You haven't seen him. He's 1.5 cruiserweights
I am 1.5.
Stand up and give a spin.
I will not.
because he can't stand up.
Right?
It takes about 4 hours.
205 live and a half.
So legitimately, Heavy G, you don't even know this, but when I was introduced to the ring, I was weighing 1.5 cruiserweights. That was my whole thing.
That's all.
So, but anywho, the elephant in the room that I'm referring to is 3 little initials. MJF. Now, I have no fucking idea why anybody in the God's green earth is believing that MJF is going to show up at WrestleMania at any point. But it's out there. What is everyone's opinions on MJF potentially debuting at WrestleMania? Is it going to happen? Is it a complete work? Is it going to be something that even if it wasn't a work, where does that fit with all of this?
Remember the Reddit episode where we spoke about off the wall ideas that could possibly happen? No way, but this is that scenario.
Yeah.
Because WrestleMania or The Rock WrestleMania, you know what I mean?
You know what my answer was when I heard this? It was the same answer I had exactly almost to the day 2 years ago.
Lash LaRue for life in the chat.
Fuck that dude.
Mark.
No, it was the same exact answer. I'll believe it when I see it. And it was for Cody Rhodes.
It's hard enough to not think it's a work solely on they named a fucking pay-per-view after MJF's stable from MLW and are using his colors. You know what I mean? Like that in how AEW does stuff because they don't like to be subtle in a way that how WWE is subtle for their stuff in the background. Like they have little stuff in the background and you think about it. AEW puts stuff in the background solely for that specific reason. The Boston, the way they spell Boston, because you know what I mean?
Right.
So like that to me, that's MJF. So it's absolutely brilliant strategy on having this market pulled from pro wrestling tees.
I think...
And
Here's
this time of the year to pull his merch, brilliant. If it's a work, brilliant to pull his merch at this time. They should have pulled his merch at the Rumble too. They should have had his merch gone for months.
Here's my thing on it. No.
No. Done.
Nope.
It's a work, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Quickly, news and rumors. We're running super long.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's just talk about
XL preview show.
Right.
Let's talk about
Black Tuesday.
yes, AEW released 10 wrestlers. Stu Grayson, Jose the Assistant, Dasha Fuentes, Anthony Henry, Parker Boudreaux, which I didn't even know. Boudreaux, whatever. America.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he signed there.
The least next thing.
Gravity, Slim J, who the fuck that is. Jara Joel, and The Boys.
That hurts.
The Boys really hurts. Stu, wow.
I got it again. Fuck.
Here, I'm trying my... So, full disclosure, I'm trying my hardest not to say the words, here's the thing.
But
It's not been going well. Okay, but here's the thing. Outside of The Boys and Stu Grayson, most of those guys weren't really featured at all on TV. And they don't really have that many house shows.
Not on AEW TV.
They were on Ring of Honor that nobody watches.
So they got
Because
released.
it's behind a paywall. But that's the other issue behind all of this, is that most of those wrestlers, yeah, they weren't really working, but the ones that I thought were the big surprises were the Twins and Stu. Because Stu came back to have this little thing with Uno and Vincent and all them, and now it's just like, yeah, well, fuck it. It's kind of strange. Kind of strange that they're doing that. And this is the first time. Now, the other thing I want to point out is I believe, and everyone who's a fucking AEW mark, correct me if I'm wrong, Rock Solid, but this is the first time they've actually released people. They don't normally do that. They just let they let the contracts expire and that's it.
I'm sorry I didn't call it Dark Tuesday because of AEW Dark. Missed opportunity.
Yeah. Well, the good news is they can go from, Dark Tuesday to elevation of their own careers.
They went from making $100 on an indie show to $500 on an indie show now because they got the name
Exactly.
that they can put the logo up.
100%, and that's a whole nother piece of the puzzle. But what I'm trying to point out here is it's kind of interesting that they're doing this, and the timing's interesting. We're at the point where potentially we could be looking at contract renegotiations for TV deals. Are they cutting fat to make it look a little bit better?
100%.
It's very possible that they're doing it that way.
I want to point out that I've seen nobody bitch about AEW doing this mass release thing as much as they would if WWE did it.
100%.
Bitch about
Yes.
one, bitch about both.
Oh, don't worry. In about 42 days, we'll be having that conversation again.
Huh?
It's the truth. 6 weeks from now, they're going to release a bunch of people. WWE will. Spring cleaning. That's how it is.
It's already spring.
But I guess the point is that Ryan's trying to make is that no one's bitching and complaining that AEW is doing the same thing.
2, because Marks. 1, because Marks. 2, because...
Yeah, I was gonna say, one
Right.
and 2 are marks.
They're mostly ROH talent.
Henry.
And
Callaway.
and no one watches that product, so
Briscoe.
they don't know who they are. So they're like, hey, who cares? These aren't big name, quote, big name guys. One more piece of news. I did have a couple down, but we're running long. WWE says they're announced today that they're going to bring back Clash at the Castle, which will be in Glasgow, Scotland, on Friday, June 14th. No, I'm wrong. That's a SmackDown. And then the 15th is going to be Clash at the Castle in Glasgow.
Marrow.
Mark Merrow?
There's where Drew wins a belt.
If he wasn't going to win it at the last Clash of the Castle, when will it be?
Gotta be this one because he's not fighting Roman.
Right?
Right. All right. That's it. Hey, guess what I can do, Ryan? Paper toss.
Heavy G, put yourself over.
Oh, by the way,
What the fuck?
the notebook and the Hall of Fame pencil.
We have not inducted the Hall of Fame pencil yet.
I have. And only Hall of Famers can induct other
drum
Hall of
roll
Famers.
should at least be people before I
So-
put in an object.
Well, only Hall of Famers can induct Hall of Famers.
I don't know where he got that rule, by the way.
The Hall of
That's
Famers.
not a rule.
It's
It
not
is a rule.
I've never heard
That's
that
absolutely
rule out of you.
He could sit here and flap his gums about it all the time, but it's not a rule.
I can because I'm the Hall of Famer, and I make the rules.
We ignore him when he says this.
You can.
FEG, put yourself over.
You can catch me at TWS Heavy G. You can catch me here with these jokers every Tuesday night. You can catch me with the Hall of Famer.
And there's no quotes in that.
Every other Thursday along with Chip on the Best Darn Sports Show period 2. Every other Thursday night at 8 o'clock. We're going to be finishing up the March Madness, talking some baseball and talking some more sports. So we'll see you then.
Baseball.
Ryan, put yourself over.
Ryan Buckotch, Reddit and Twitter. No Reddit comment, but keep an eye peeled for the people listening to live. We will be posting a competition for a scorecard.
So let's talk about that right now. Or
Fat Man.
Right. Poor Fat Man. There's going to be a lot of things going on
I'm
here.
tired and hungry.
Yeah,
Go
fuck
to
you.
sleep and eat something. We can talk about wrestling.
Little bitch here. We both went to bed at the same time. Both wake up maybe within an hour of each other, and he's all like, "I gotta take a nap midday." Whatever.
No, not an hour than each other at all.
So, one of the things that we kind of talk about, and we kind of references here and there, is something called PW scorecards. So we're going to be doing a big thing this weekend. We're going to do PW scorecards for WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2 combined. And the winner of both scorecards will get a real prize, a $25 Amazon gift card brought to you by The Wrestling Show. Now, I want to point out, that's not just for the multitude of fan. That is including you're facing one-on-one with the great one, including Fat Man as well, I guess, if he wants to get in. Yes. But mainly the one-on-one with the great one that is Al Barrett.
If he wins, you gotta see him a gift card.
It's gonna cost you $40.
Dude, it's digital. What are you talking about?
Listen, it's a bit.
He don't know what digital is. It's fine.
Okay.
That's Ryan. You don't know what digital is. He just made up a word.
So for those who are listening to this live, and be very clear.
Al's not in the chat.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, yo! So in all sincerity, if you guys want to join PW scorecards, we're going to put the join code in the Facebook post that we do. I can't remember the join code offhand. Or email Ryan at ryanbuck@thewrestlingshow.com or get a hold of him on Reddit or Twitter to get the actual join code and fill out your scorecards. And good luck to everyone that's going to do this. $25 Amazon gift card. If you win, you beat everyone. The combined scores of both Night 1 and Night 2. So there's that. One other thing before I go through my own spiel here. We are also going to be at multiple events, Fat Man and I. Yep. And actually, Heavy G is going to be at one of them as well. So we're going to be bouncing around. Myself and Fat Man are going to the Phillies game on Wednesday.
Yes. Dietz is actually going to be at one of them as well.
Yes, we'll talk about that as well. Phillies game Wednesday, the day game 105 or whatever it is. I think it's 105.
105 first pitch.
Stardom, obviously, because duh. Friday, we're going to be at the BCW Tribute to Extreme 2 show at the 2300 Arena. That's going to be with Heavy G at 7 o'clock at night on Friday. We're also going to be, during the morning, we're going to go up and around WrestleCon as well. So we'll be bouncing around here, there, and everywhere there. Saturday, we are doing Stand and Deliver with Dietz. Dietz is going to be with us with his family. So we're all going to be at Stand and Deliver. So check us out at those shows. If you guys... please come on up. Let us know if you're fans. If you want to take pictures with us, go for it. If you want to just throw shit at us, we're also good with that. So
$20 is $20.
You know,
Sleazy will suck your dick.
only if you get a sponsorship deal. I'm at TWS Sleazy.
I deleted Twitter.
Oh, that's right. Fuck. We're SleazyFatman on X, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. Go on over there. Give us a like. Videos are at twitch.tv/SleazyFatman, youtube.com/SleazyFatman, and premium videos at onlyfans.com/wrestling show. Make sure you like and subscribe on your favorite platform and click that notification bell on YouTube. It really tells you, hey, we've got new episodes, new content, and when we go live, you get notified. You can find all sorts of content on thewrestlingshow.com, including merch, articles, a bunch of other cool stuff. You can get this podcast, the audio podcast, every Saturday morning, wherever you get your podcasts, at Podbean, Spotify, Apple Music, or whatever the fuck it's called, YouTube Music now, because Google Podcasts sucks. Make sure you go on over there, click automatic downloads. That really helps us out. And of course, always like, subscribe to all of our content, comment on everything when it comes to videos, juice that algorithm. It's free to help us in that respect. So with a thanks to Heavy G for coming on the show, despite, just getting everything, we didn't even think you were going to be here, for the 2-time Grand Slam champion.
And hopefully hockey winner.
And as always, for Sleazy,
For the Fat Man.
this is The Wrestling Show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Happy WrestleMania.
Fuck Dave Meltzer. We haven't said that much this show. Fuck Tony Khan and his, quote, alleged coke habit. A hot dog's not a sandwich. A sub is not a sandwich. A burger is a sandwich. Next week, WrestleMania preview and see who won the scorecard.
Everyone needs to get the scorecard done.
I'm a truth that you seem to run from. I'm an army of one. I'm a clip in your gun. I'm the pain in the game. The blood shed in your name. When there's nothing to gain.